Hello. Welcome along. How you doing? Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Chillin and Buildin. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome along. Who we got? We got James Green. Hello, sir. Cameron, what's up, dude? OTT. Good evening. Cameron says it's been chilly here all day. Let's get with the building. We shall get with the building soon, good sir. Don't worry. Don't worry. Have faith. Have faith. OTT says, I put the stream into the big TV and the Spanj logo looks like a wallpaper from a cult. Yes. As it should. Green Tiger, what's up, dude? Lewis Costa, good evening to you. And the WIU says, OTT, I'm good. I am good. I am absorbing coffee. I'm absorbing coffee right now. So waking up is in progress. What's the plan for today? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll let you know. Let me say hello to a few more people first. Dinius, welcome along. Solo Spirit as well. Merlin, good evening. No, you. Intense. Pyramid. We're not building a pyramid. Music might be a notch on the high side. Nope. Hang on. It's, wait, were you being sarcastic? Because there was no music going on there. Oh, why? Well, we'll look at it. Maybe there'll be a pyramid within. Maybe there will. We don't know yet. Alright. Do let me know if there is any audio balancing I need to do. Some changes on that front. Yeah. You got it. Got any beer? No beer today, unfortunately. Just the coffee. Beer would make me sleepy anyway. Beer makes me so sleepy. Dryer Whisper, what's up, dude? Welcome along. Raccoona, hello. Welcome along, Raccoona. Good to have you. Audio on game and voice sounds good. Wonderful. I haven't muted myself at the start of the stream, so that is good news and a good sign of things to come. Welcome to space, everybody. We're back with Empyrion today, and today I'm looking to build a new... So, a bit of context behind it before I announce what we're going to build. On the last stream of Empyrion, we loaded all of our tanks onto Iron Wolf's beautiful Kamanahashi by Style Limit. Because none of the other ships could take that many tanks. So, and then we ran into a problem where my freaking Tri-Fire HT was too fat to repair on the internal repair pad that the Kamanahashi had. So, it kind of highlighted both limit with the Scavenger Alliance doesn't have a ship that can actually carry its own tanks. It also doesn't have the ability to repair those tanks internally. Not that there's a ship that could, but say the Leviathan, for example, doesn't. It has an internal repair pad, but it'll only ever manage small SVs. Anyway, so what we're going to build today is another ship for the Scavenger Alliance faction. So I've got the color palette and the theme of the ship done. But what I want to do is build a dropship slash utility vessel for repairs, refill, refit, and so on and so forth. So it's going to have primarily a nice chunky hangar bay to store a bunch of tanks, but also a way to repair those tanks, which is an interesting challenge because the repair pad, as we all know, is a freaking pain in the ass, and you need enough space not only for the tank to fit on it, but then enough space around it for that imaginary green box to fit around the tank and not interfere with anything else in the ship. So gonna be a wide bottom girl, I think, to be honest. It's gonna be a juicy one. And I'm trying to debate right now whether to go symmetrical or asymmetrical. I do like the asymmetry, but it is quite a bit of a challenge when you're building. I tell you, it increases the workload quite significantly. the asymmetry, but do the benefits outweigh the pain in the arsageness? That's a word. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's the plan. OTT, you absolutely called it. Absolutely nailed it. Well done, sir. Rhino Longhorn, good evening. Spanj, how you doing? Also, love the chunky hangers. Appreciate. Hefty Big Wheel. Spanj, I need this ship. Lol, I use the Phalanx siege tank. If you could try to make that fit, a challenge worthy of the Spanj. Good. Merlin says, Spanj, go asymmetrical to piss Laney off. Yes! Absolutely. Too right. Hells yes. 100%. Good point. Anything that can annoy Laney is on the cards. Right. Brilliant shout. Excellent. Fantastic. Would never have thought of that. Right, so it's a utility vessel, so I'm not too worried about combat capability, although obviously it needs to be able to defend itself. So primarily I'm going to go for a steel and hardened steel. I figure by the time that you've got several battle tanks in, you're going to be resource rich. So let's go for a hardened steel outer shell, steel internals, carbon and steel internals, I should say. So we're probably not going to need any steel for a while. Let's swap that around. It's going to be a big boat, so I'm not too worried about having space for it to fit things like warp drives and stuff like that. It will fit. So I think what I'm going to do is resort to sort of ye olde style building. Frame it, then fill it. Okay. Let's begin. Flashlight. Asymmetry, yeah? Alright. I suppose the thing that we should start with is, of course, the big juicy hangar bay. We can mark that out. Big enough for, I don't know, 4 tanks, let's say. I have something that's big enough for 4 tanks. I do. I have something already. I have a build already that's big enough for 4 tanks. Bring in the C, B, D, C, D. I don't even know anymore which one is which. Whichever one's tier 1, no. Tier 4, yes. Tier 1, tier 4. Okay. So, we all remember this. Right. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. This is the Super Lifter. Old build of mine, been around for a little while now, but was a hell of a project. Massive project. Took a long time to finish. Beast of a boat, as you can see, quite mighty. Whole idea with the Super Lifter was this was in the early days of weights and volumes. Empyrion was still kind of fiddling around with the weights and volumes of everything, so I basically went, screw you, I'm going to do something that can lift a planet. So it's got 8 XL lift thrusters, as you can see, embedded in there. Okay, well the main thing what I wanted to show you was the hangar bay, which originally was a double hangar and couldn't fit the Hydra tank and was quite embarrassing, but revised to fit many things. Let me just see. Don't worry, I'm not just going to say, here's the Super Lifter, I'm done. I'm going to get the Tri-Fire in here, because she's a big fat girl. Right, look at that. There is no way... I mean, I could maybe get 3 in here. You squish them right up to the wall. No, because you can't get them side on. You can't get them side by side, right? So, supposed to have one at the front, one there. And that is really at the front. In fact, so much so that it's clipping through the... Oh, God! Right. There we go. So, this is just an experiment. Bear with. We've got 1. Jesus. I think we're only going to get 2 in here, aren't we? These are so fat. How did I build such fat things? Built proper fat things. Right, there's 2, but not really, because they are now clipping. Although it has some space on the right. So let me see if I can... Come on. Unclip. Unclip. Let go of each other. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. You let go. Well up. Well up. Right. Much view and angle here. Yep. Oh my god! I don't believe it! I think there might just about be... The thing is, right, if you fit 4 of them in here, you ain't getting them out. You can spawn 4 in. Okay, hang on. Right. Get another one in here. You can have 4 of them in here, but they take up all of the room in the hangar bay, which means you won't be able to shuffle them around to get them out. They just, yeah, they're stuck. They're in there forever. It's done for. So I have a hangar bay that can fit 4 tri-fires. You can't get them out. Okay, so that is the problem with the my current dropship solution, which would be the super lifter. Anyway, there we go. It don't fit. It don't fit. So we need something fatter than the super lifter that can take 4 tri-fires. Now, I'm not going to try and park them side by side. They're all going to be back to front. Okay, we're going to do a long... I say thin. It ain't going to be thin. We're going to do a long shaft of a hangar bay. Spanj, turn them sideways and you get more in. I don't think so. They're longer than they are wider. They're definitely longer than they are wider, thanks to these Gatlin situations. So, no. Let's just admit defeat. Okay. So we are going to have to go with a bit of symmetry first of all, just to sort of get the kind of square footage, I suppose, of the hangar bay. Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to start at the bottom here. Now I'm going to have to use I'm going to use the tri-fire as a measuring stick, of course. What a measuring stick it is. Look at that freaking beef on this thing. The only problem with doing this is I can't see the front. So I'm going to have to glitch it into the thing just so I can see where the green thing is, right? So let's say, with a bit of comfort, let's have a little 2-block leeway at the front and the back, yeah? So that's 2, right? That's 2. Oh. Yep. 3. And that's 4. Okay. 4 would be about there, and that's room to spare, I think, as well. Okay. Let's just give it a little bit more, and then it's margin of error. Okay. That's the freaking length of our hangar bay. It's an entire measuring tree. Quite right. I don't have a big tip. A platform with 3 or 4 accesses. Spanj, don't say shaft anymore. Everyone's going insane. He's already called it a shaft. Innuendos ahoy. You need room for 5. Well, thing is, with room for 5. Okay. I think we can get room for 5. I'm gonna make it room for just about 5, but comfortably 4. All right, fine. There we go. I'll add a few more blocks to the front and the back. This is a freaking long ship already. It's already like a good 100 meters long. Okay. No big deal. Fine. Fine. Double decker over and under. No. No, I don't want to. So, I mean, the double decker thing has been attempted before, and it is just horribly complicated, and you can't get it to look nice. So, how many blocks do you think sideways? Let's put some blocks down and then actually measure it. Bloody helpful. Well, that's oh, right. Take 3 off of either side. Yep. 3 off. How did you go missing? Right. The titanium, I got hardened steel. Titanium is pretty easy to come by at this sort of stage of the game, I think. Okay, so and let's go up again. You need a bit of verticality just to get this damn thing in the nose in, basically. That's the bottom there. I think that would be fine. Okay. Actually gives us a bit of room as well. One hangar bay. You won't have a door otherwise. Ah. Should go out 2 more blocks. Well, I'm not using hangar doors. Alright, hangar doors can go F themselves. Alright? We're using these bad boys. Alright, these things are freaking amazing. You can have them any shape, size you want now because they've, you know, up to 13. So we could have, let's do it like 3 is probably a magic number. Yeah, I think 3 is the magic number. I'm going to turn symmetry off though because symmetry does weird things with these. Okay, so now the only problem with doing this is it is just a little bit more labor intensive when it comes to the signal logic. But if we were to now flippity. Can I get? Thank you. No. Stop being an ass. Thank you. Well, I'll come back for the first one in a minute. Right, these things, the only drama with them is they are a little fugly when they're on like that, because that is just a wall of the same old. You then need to also double up the number of blocks you're using because of the sorry, not the blocks. What am I talking about? You need to put the force fields in, make them airtight. But yeah, they're a bit fugly. They're a bit fugly, but it's okay. But they just have so much more flexibility, hello, than the standard hangar doors. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it this way? This is the wrong way to do it, isn't it? This is the silly way to do it. Sorry. Momentary moron moment. The silly way of doing it. The expensive way. We should do it that way, right? Because you can go up to 5. Oh no. That'll be fine. I do, yeah, because it's a middle block symmetry, that's going to be a pain, but yeah. This is going to upset some of you, and I apologize. Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can feel the trigger. Crime. It's a crime. Interlace them. That's a sexy idea. Oh, I like that. That's very sexy. That's a little naughty. Oh, this guy's got some ideas. Right out loud. Interlace them. Look at that, right? That's gonna look sweet. Interlacing is cool. Right, let's do it. Let's interlace these badgers. You and you are gone. You and you are gone. Wait. Yeah, that's right. So that one. The way round. Oh! Could I interlace them like that as well? Be a cool effect. Nah, that would just highlight the interlacing, I think. You're 5. You're 5. You're 6. 6. Did I do that right on both ends? I think so. Right. So one block gap at the top of each one. Yeah, okay, that's good. Interlaced. Nice. Alright. Sweet. We'll have a block across there. The entrance to the hangar doesn't need to be as big as the hangars itself in terms of its head clearance and stuff, I think that'll be fine. Alright. Doorway, hangar, front, back. Sorted. Right? Zipper teeth, I was going to suggest. Nice. I like it. Now what? Yeah, now what? Okay, so we're doing an asymmetrical kind of deal, aren't we? I'm thinking like, right, let's have a little gooseberry. That means a look. A bit of inspiration from other builds. Like, we're doing Scavenger Alliance, okay? The Warthog was one crazy ass asymmetrical build. But then I'm looking at a lot of these don't have pictures because they're had a little bit of asymmetry on it, the old Leviathan. What am I thinking of? Vulture. An interesting one. An offset cockpit on the left with a gun mount on the other, which is the same as the Thunderchild with a center mount. Okay, so the Thunderchild, maybe we could work off of that idea. Have the hangar bay central with asymmetrical kind of odds around it. The problem I have is the repair bay, right? The repair bay is a bit of a nasty little detail. It needs so much space to repair something like the Tri-Fire is going to put a big box around it. It needs a big space. It's high enough, wide enough, long enough. All the nuffs to nuff. Okay. Okay, I think I don't like the idea of the Thunderchild style with a central hangar bay. I think I'm going to do something where the hangar itself is not actually so central to the design. It's kind of off to one side. Putting CV made out of blast balls. I love that. If you ram the HV up the shaft, then you can't choose which tank to take. No, you're right. You have to unload and reload them. But this is where this next bit I've just thought of kind of comes in. So that's the front of the ship over there. We've got the butt end over here. What I'm going to put in here is like, because I'm talking about the repair bay, right? Which needs enough space for all around it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sort of have a side to the hangar bay here. That gives enough space to repair a Tri-Fire in it. Let's go back to the old... What do you think? We park that there. Right, just off the main ramp. If we make it a little bit wider, then it could be a little kind of shuffle bay. Where you could shuffle some tanks around and get the one out that you want to get out. So, I think it needs to be a little wider and a little longer. Which is going to make it interesting later on, because it's going to... It's going to be like, right, how do I... That's not the frickin'... What is that? Dua. The Dua. don't even know what that is. Okay, so there's a bit of room. Longer, a bit more. A bit more longer. Right there. Give a little side hustle hangar, right? That's the asymmetry for Lainey, yep. Well, the thing that annoys Lainey is the offset cockpits, right? She can't deal with the offset cockpits. So, our cockpit is going to be at sort of front here-ish. I'll draw in a little shape for you. Alright, so our cockpit's going to be there. Okay. Over here, on this side, mounted kind of shallow, maybe around about there. Shallower. Yeah, about that. There's going to be some gun emplacements. Kind of like the Thunderchild's got. Now we're going to have a lot more meat on the right-hand side of the ship, sorry, the port side of the ship, than the starboard. Because of this side hustle hangar bay. Okay. Then all of this area here, if we bring this out a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, it doesn't need to come out at all, really. Come out there, about there. All of that section there is going to be the crew quarters. Not the crew quarters, we could do away with that. That's nonsense. But we'll have the bridge. We'll have some constructors and storage. Med bay and maybe a little garden. The usual stuff. Then... I think now. Where's everything going to go? We need reverse engines. And the reverse engines can go here. A nice slot for them there. Reverse engine there. Maybe a little reverse engine or something around here or something, you know? Then we're going to need some meat over here as well, because we're going to need sideways thrusters, lifting thrusters, all those thrusters. They need to go there and over here, so that's going to cut into our crew space. We're going to need a big fat engine pod over here as well, and then obviously coming out the back of this thing. And then I think, because we've got a forward bridge, I think we might have an observation deck on top that also doubles. Let's see, have I made that too high? I have, yeah, perfect. Too high. So that also doubles as our engineering. So warp drives, stuff like that, and that over there. Okay. And then we can have a couple of SV pads on top of this as well. Like a couple of exposed SV landing pads there. Okay. There's a ship that I'm thinking of as well that's kind of like... I brought up the Vulture earlier, which is a high gravity lifter. There was the... Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, hi. It's the one I used in my last series. The massive carrier CV. Oh my god, what was it called? Help me out, guys. Big freaking carrier box. Now, all the constructors and all the storage and had thrusters. It was ugly as sin, but it was amazing. Hey, Spanj, you gonna watch the Falcon 9 launch? I wasn't planning on it, no. Above and to port, that's where they put cockpits for big freighters and heavy construction equipment. Nah, not the Naginata. Zeus! Thank you. Zeus. Yeah, this monster. This comes to mind a lot while I'm building this as well. It's that very utilitarian kind of build style. Alright. Zeus. The Comanche. He said ugly. The Comanche is gorgeous. Gorgeous ship. Right. Too beautiful. So we're gonna have some rear thrusters there as well. And then we can also put the side thrusters in there wherever we're going to put the reverse and down and forward and backwards thrusters on this side as well. Well, the reverse ones are going to go there, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. So we got some meat. We got some meat there. I can come back in, and then we can do whatever the hell we want. The outside of the ship here. Maybe we could put some windows in there. Let's bring that out a bit. Let's bring that out a bit like that, and then do the same over here as well. Yeah, one block out. That. Yep. Would have got it over here. Got it over there. Okay. Yeah, doesn't look like much now, but this is the framework that we're going to be working from. Okay. What about SV Hangar Bay for some scouting ships? So I was going to put the SV on the roof of the side hustle hangar. This section here. I suppose in theory, if you're full of tanks, then you're full of tanks. But if you're not, you've got room for SVs in there as well. Why not? Okay. If this is going to be inspired by the Zeus, shall we use SES Jove as a working title? Maybe. I don't know. Jove? Is that like... I'm unfamiliar with the name. There must be some relation to Zeus, I guess. The build comes on and I have to go to work. Time zones suck. Like! No! Sorry, dude. Is it possible to make a detachable chair to eject lane? What are you building? Might as well build yourself an arc ship. That is a hell of a task, that is. You could put them on the other side to give it some meat. Eat. Yep, true. I do want the hangar shaft to be lopsided, as dominant on one side kind of thing, you know? So if I put meat on the other side, then it makes it kind of central, which is what I'm kind of trying to avoid, I suppose. Is it big enough to fit a small mining CV on the inside? No. No. But, interesting idea. We've got a big flat area at the front of this thing before we get to the engineering section that's on the top there. We could turn the big flat front area bit into another landing area. Possible? Jove is a shortened version of Jupiter, the Roman equivalent to the Greeks' Zeus. Jupiter. Well, why not Jupiter? Jupiter's freaking big, as planets go. Why don't we call it the Jupiter? Working title, SES Jupiter. I kind of like that. Got a little ring to it. Okay, where the hell do I start? This is the question now. It's like, oh god. Right. I've put down some framework and now I don't know which bit to kind of start on. Alright, fine. We got our boxing. So let's start where I usually like to start, and that is with the big chunky bits of equipment that take up the most room. Something like the warp drive there, and then in the hangar bay I can, maybe if I raise it up I can have a little bit more fun with it actually. The warp drive there, and then I can have some fun with it with some heavy glass so that you can see it from within the hangar bay, but we're not interfering with the height of the roof, no. Not with hangar maybe. Insanely logical, Captain Max Fox. Odin, bringer of power and war. It's not an Odin. It's not an Odin. It's definitely not an Odin. Is something like, you know, really powerful. This is you don't want to name a drop ship or a utility ship Odin. That is gonna give all the wrong kind of impressions. I think, isn't it? Okay. So we're definitely tier 4 maxing this bad boy out. Let's get some container extensions, because I think a lot of the floor here I'm going to use as container extensions. You know, the floor is generally going to have one texture throughout, and that is going to be it. Okay, and then I will use various shades of that to tile it up. Maybe use some of that, maybe use some of that. So I don't need the advanced textures for the floor. So let's stick with container extensions for that. Now let's also use a bit of symmetry here, because we're going to do the hangar bay as suggested by the captain. Let's do it. $49, isn't it? Containers for a 320 KSU. I've lost count already. What was that? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. Am I 32 or is that 36? Crap. I've lost count. I have lost count. Of course I have. Yeah. Stupid boy, Pike. Right. Oh, God. Where am I going to put the container controllers? That's the other question. I want them accessible, but not in the way. So. 10 rows, including the controller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. One last row, and might be able to fit that in the wall here. That means I can get rid of 2 of them, right? Right. Okay. Good. Right. Probably get rid of all of that, and then fit more in if I do it like this. Now I really messed it up. There we go. Okay. That's 1 breaker. The other one there. So that's 2. I'll put another 2, I think, at the front end, and then we'll have like 8 container controllers, make the last one a harvest controller, and we'll put that somewhere else entirely. Use those bay door blocks on the floor, make a drop hatch for the HVs. It's a dropship, so why not? It's a pretty cool idea. I was thinking something like, I don't like to use these things, so they kind of like get left behind a lot. Let me just put the core up here a second, because they're kind of a bit of a pain to fit in. But we could try and use one of these things. The biggest one I think would fit in here. Like that. The problem is, like, if a hover vessel is docked in the ship, right? Then it doesn't matter if the ramp drops. The hover vessel stays. Oh, that's irritating, isn't it? Look at that. It's not even... What the hell is that? 8 by 6 by 12. 6 across. 6 across? Because that's 5 across. Okay, so that's 8, 5, 5, 3. My god. Can't get 2 because of the single block symmetry. Ah! That's irritating. 3 by 4, 6, 5. It's the same width. What's there already? Just in two ramps. Oh, Elion. You make me cry sometimes. Okay, well, I can live with it because, I mean, this is the side hustle bit anyway, so it's going to be asymmetrical. I don't think it's going to look out of place. Even from inside, because you'll have that bit there as well. It's just a shame, isn't it? I don't even think the Tri-Fire will fit down on that, but we'll try. It's our ever trusty measuring stick here. Oh, I don't know. It looks... Hold on, I think I have to actually deploy this to have a look. Oh my god, that is like on the tactical edge, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Oh, hi. Negative. Ghost Rider, that's a negative. The Tri-Fire is too wide for even the widest ramp. Wow. And it's not... Visually, it fits. That is purely hitboxes. Ah. Pure hitboxes, look at that. So I'd need 2 ramps. Tri-Fire is one big fat beast of a machine. Use pedestrian ramps. Yeah, the problem with pedestrian ramps is then how do you integrate that? You need a ramp system of shutters across the ramp below. Okay, so we got, what is that? 8? That's 6 across, that's 4 across. So if we get 2 of these, we can make it 8 across, and that would possibly work. Okay, hang on, let me move this back up and in. We need to use it as our measuring stick. A bit wonky. Fits nicely in the main hangar bay there, so right, okay. We use 2 of these. Edge down. What is that? 5 across, isn't it? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. We need to get rid of this, which is fine. There we go. That's how we do it. Wait. Down. Really? Okay. That is ridiculous. Problem. 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 Ah! As long as the hover height and the terrain cooperate perfectly. Oh, dear Lord. That is a pathetic ramp. Oh dear, okay. Yeesh. Put HV rams on out the sides. Yeah. Slide tank out the left, or yeah, I mean that Will's touched on what I'm thinking is like, you know, I'm saying I put those blocks there as the ground, but you could say that's the ground, and you just have a bit of a gap between the ramp and the ground. You know, one block will do, and then its clearance will be fine. It's now whether a case of whether I can be bothered. Because now what with that I've got to do is the... Oh, hello. O2. Look, they put little O2 symbols on things. That's really helpful. That's really helpful. Finally, some useful Elion things. No, I want you to go the other way. Okay. This is the other thing. That's another notch of height clearance that's going to be required. That's the longest ramp. Because let's not forget that when these things are closed... It's a good point, actually. The ramp doesn't need to go to the bottom there. It needs to go to the bottom here. Come on. Why would you do that? Three-block gap in it. Behave. Clearly not. And then obviously that's just to marry that up there. I then need shutter doors, which are going to interfere with upper things here. Because the larger the shutter door, the larger that freaking knob end it's got. Yeah, as soon as you go over a certain height, it just becomes like huge. That becomes a speed ramp. Yeah. And all that just to cover up that whole mechanism there. So these things are a bit of a bloody nightmare, if I'm honest. What's this? Elion fix something. Spanj joy. Quite right. Lance Retaliator says, if you lift the main hangar bay up 2 blocks, it will fit perfect. Also, shouldn't those be up at the front? Well, not necessarily. This area is the best place to put them because you've got the side hustle. The side hustle hangar. Going to need a server room. Yep. The signal lodge is not too bad. Amber Tube, what's up, dude? Going to need a server room. Yeah, I just read that one. Why aren't you using side loading? Well, I wanted to explore this in full for the benefit of you guys. But in all honesty, side loading is going to be a hell of a lot easier than anything like that. If somebody had the idea of, you know, a drop thingy out the bottom, and I suppose what it could do is just chuck some hangar doors on the bottom, and off you drop. You can hot drop a hopper vessel straight out of it. Which could be fun. Okay. Yeah, it's too much of a pain in the ass to make it worthwhile, I'm sorry. They're not good. They're not good blocks. They're not, yeah. What I am thinking though, on the theme of the hot drop, let's call it. Let's fill that back across. There we go. Okay, so we don't need a ramp down necessarily. We're going to have ramps back and front and back to get in and out. We could put a side access in as well. I think that would probably look quite good on this side, especially. Hangar door and a hangar door under is weakness in battle. Put it on top. That makes no sense, Glenn. Would it be easier to not do a hangar, period? This guy kind of missing the point of the entire ship. Oh my god. I don't like the ground powder, then park it over a POI and hot drop tanks on the POI. Hell yeah! All you need is a mechanism that launches the tank out of the ship over the bow. Like a catapult. We need a trebuchet. Papa dude, thank you very much for the 11 months resub. Appreciate it. Also for the gifting of subs. Thank you very much for giving out a sub, dude. Awesome stuff. Natasia, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Awesome. Tankapult. I don't like building hangars. Well, it's a good job you're not building it then, Ascali. Oh my lord. Right, okay, so what I'm thinking is we get more of these badges lined up, and we do... How many are we going to need for that gap there? What is that? 3... Oh, it's another awkward one, isn't it? Where some of them are going to be 6, some of them are going to be 5. Yeah. We'll interlace them. That's the trend now. Interlaced. Yes. Okay. Pretty much still looks like the floor. It's okay. And then we can flip a switch. That'll open up and hot drop away. The only thing is that the force fields for that are going to be fuggo. Because these are not airtight. Unlike normal hangar doors. The problem with normal hangar doors is they make lousy floors. So it's kind of like you go for the Uggo force fields on the outside. I suppose you could put them on the inside. They're going to stick out a bit and look a bit annoying. Yeah, it's really tricky. The problem with interlacing, you lose a block on either side. Let me just double check actually. This is our measuring stick. Move it over this hole. Is it long enough? Because you're right. You lose a block either side. Oh. Only just. Only just, I think. Do a real test. Now you see why you want to set a switch up for these. Yes! That is a hot drop. Right, there we go. Put the force fields on the walls and leave it. No. Oh, hi. Could leave the entire hangar bay non-airtight, but yeah, that limits you later on. I think force fields will have to go on the outside. It's gonna look weird, but we could make it look cool. Using the clever use of glowies, and we could make it look cool. This blast doors work in space, but will not work on a planet. Why not? Why would they not work on a planet? Blast doors open regardless of what space you're in. Move the tank into position. Then open the hangar doors. I mean, you'd need multiplayer for that, I suppose. You still need to get HV inside and only go 3 meters high. It's not an entrance. It's an exit. It's exit only. You wouldn't get the things back in that way. You get them in through the front and the back once it's landed. This is a hot drop only solution. It's not an entrance. You get back it right. Okay. Yeah, causing a lot of confusion, I can see. Right. So, the rear and the front are the ways back in. We'll have ramps down like that, and we'll have these buggers here. Not that one. Depending on how high this thing's going to be, I won't put these on until like the end, because I don't know how much height the ship is going to have off the ground. So I might use that one, I might use that one, whatever comes up. But we're going to have those on the front and the back, and that's how we get in and out. This whole thing in the middle is literally just for the whole crazy freaking A-team style popping tanks out while it's still flying. So there we go. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave that as is for now. We'll do the force field stuff later. I have an idea for making it look pretty cool. So using some blocks, we'll put some blocks around it. And then we'll put the force fields in. And then I'll texture the blocks with some glowies. And it will make it look like the force field is projected by the glowies rather than just being there. So hopefully that'll look kind of cool when we get to that point. Right. Okay. So we're going to need some engines for this Badger. It's going to be fairly hefty, but this is a vanilla build, so we don't need to go crazy with it. We can have, I think we can get away with just the large thrusters. And again, it's, you know, being kind of, why are words failing me today? Honestly, I'm having a proper mare. With it being titanium rather than combat steel. That was it. That was what I was stuck on. Go figure. I don't even know. I don't even know why that was such a struggle for me. It's not going to weigh a lot. It's not going to weigh a lot until you put a bunch of stuff in it, I suppose. But even then, I think these pokey buggers will do. Forward. We'll get a couple over here for backwards. And you know, the models, these assets are pretty good, so I'm gonna leave the nozzles exposed. I'm not gonna bury them or anything. Get a couple there backwards. We're gonna have the same thrust forwards and backwards. This is gonna be tight actually, because we're gonna have the guns up front here. Let me just chuck them in place just so I can see what kind of size they are. A gap and a gap. Green gap, frontals. We're gonna have one there, and we get one there, or is that going to interfere with the turret? Ooh, it's a bit cheeky, but it works. It's tight, but it works. Okay, so we've got front back the same speed, offset thrusters all over the shop. Hello, Laney. Welcome along. Now the devil are you? Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. We're not building something that's going to upset you. Not at all. Not at all. Scoldred says an efficient dropship would be just have a cavity under the ship that the tank docks via its roof. I don't know who mentioned efficient, but yeah. Height must be more than HV height because HV still need to get out from under the CV. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. If you drive it out the front, then that's, or drive it out the back, then it's already outside the CV. You don't need to drive it from out the underneath it. But it probably will be high enough to do that. I think, maybe, possibly. Possible. We'll see. We'll see. Possible. Right, we're gonna have another thruster. We'll do the sides as well. Sideways. These sideways go in over here. But I don't want them interfering with those thrusters, so I might have to embed them a little bit more. Some weird, interesting stats on this thing. I think when we're finished with it. Oh dear. I don't know how this thing's going to move. Now we got a problem with the side hustle section. This is going to be one weird ship, ladies and gents. I am under no illusions. It's gonna be weird. It's already getting weird. And I haven't even done up or down yet. Asymmetry is overrated. Just seeing if Spanj makes the cockpit right and centered. Nope. Cockpit's gonna be here. Left and wonky. Weird is good. Weird is good. Weird is good. Absolutely right. Right. Down then. Down thrust edge. Or lifty thrusted. Down thrusted would be the other way around, wouldn't it? I'm dead. I'm dead inside. So dramatic. Right or center? That's the question. Depends on which direction the ejection seat works. Oh dear. Elion, please add ejection seats. Movado knows all about weird. Of course, Movado in the chat there is the creator of the Zeus that we were talking about earlier. He's like a bloody celebrity around here. You know all about this sort of build then, Movado. Ejection seat would be kind of hilarious. I think so. Call them laney boosters. But then we would give a whole new meaning to leave them. Right? It's like, seriously. Elion, get on it. Ejection seats, please. What's the hold-up? I think there's probably enough lifting thrusters, doesn't it? But I want to make them all kind of even Stevens all the way around. That's a lot of lift. Do you think one in each corner would be sufficient? Do you think it needs 8? I mean, every other direction's only got 4. I'm gonna leave it at 8. I'm gonna leave it at 8. Do you know why? Because you can never have too much thrust. Let's take it from the super lifter over there. That thing can lift a planet and a moon while the planet's on fire. There we go. Okay, so that's some good lift. That's smooth lift. I like it. More thrust. All the thrust. Laney has decreed thrust. Okay. We're going to only have one down, though. Yeah? Or one. You know. Think of high G planets. Exactly, Wyatt. Allow us to walk around the ship while moving. If that's what you're waiting for in this game, you might be waiting some time. Because that ain't coming anytime soon. I'm sorry to say. I genuinely am. It ain't coming anytime soon. Alright. That is thrustage in all directions. That is a weird freaking assortment of thrusters, isn't it? That is bizarre. It needs to take off a ludicrous speed. Quite right. They said crouch would never happen too. I don't think they ever said that crouch wouldn't happen. I said it was difficult. They said it was difficult because they'd need to redesign the player model. They never said impossible. Whereas moving on a moving ship, I think they've now confirmed it's impossible. As far as I know, from various conversations over the years, they did get it working. You were able to move around on a moving ship, but the engine had to do so many calculations per second that it only worked at about 4 frames per second. It caused massive frame drops just for the pleasure of moving around on a walking ship. So they decided not to pursue it any further because I think the limitation was in the engine itself, Unity. But I'm not sure how true that is. There might be some Unity devs among you that dispute that. And then I would say to you, please talk to Elion. But that is what, as far as I know, what the situation is with moving around or walking around on a moving ship. Yeah. It has been attempted. At least they have given it a go. Well, Space Engineers uses its own engine, don't forget. They built their own engine from the ground up. So it's no surprise Space Engineers can do it. But then, you know, Space Engineers misses out on a lot of other features that Unity brings. And you can see them in everything else that Empyrion does. You know. Yeah. Right. This hangar bay is not going to finish itself. So, I was going to build a few more storage bins over here, wasn't I? Get symmetry mode back engaged. Oh, I really wish we could drag these boxes again. That would be so nice. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, we are now. I wanted to be past the well, except that needs to be back a box. Back a block. There. I wanted to be past the wall for the side hustle. One more. There we go. Okay. Let me have a break. Let me do another one. One block at a time, folks. Please unfix. Yeah, quite right. Spanj already said they built their own engine. Yeah. They did. Rounded up. Built their own engine. Yeah, there are other games out there that you can move around on a moving ship, but they are not. None of them are block-built ships. They're like pre-rendered assets, so they're solid objects basically, non-blocks kind of thing. And you know, there is no other game out there where you can build your own ship out of blocks and then move around on it, flying around. Space Engineers is the only one that does it, and it's got its own. It's unique to Space Engineers. You can build a ship in, I think, what was it called? Interstellar Rift is one. Interstellar Rift is a weird one, though. You can build the ship in Interstellar Rift, but I think once it's built, it becomes a pre-rendered object. a solid object. You can only build them and modify them in the station builder or the ship builder thing. So it's not necessarily like blocks. Once the ship is built, it becomes like a solid asset, I think. And then in Interstellar Rift is, unless they've changed, I mean, it's been some years since I last checked it out, but it's horribly claustrophobic, that game, because you can go from ship to station or ship to ship by teleport only. You cannot exit the ship or exit the station. There is no going into space like in your pajamas like we do here in Empyrion. Which means all you're seeing, and I'm not even sure you got a third person view from within the ship. If you're driving the ship, I'm not even sure you could do third person. Look outside the ship. I think it's fixed first person. Again, unless they've changed it. So you're literally always within four walls in that game. And it's really weird and really claustrophobic. Yeah. That's what it was last time I checked it out anyway. Let's get some steel blocks here. From the depths lets you build craft and walk around them, but its space is more like low grav, upper atmosphere. It's not really a space sim game. Yeah, I checked out From the Depths as well. Devs sent me a key. They wanted me to do a few episodes on it, and I played it, and they got like 500 tutorials. Scoldred, yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. If that's what you're after, you know, it's realistic. There is no third person in real life. You're right, but play video games to get away from that thing, so so I can enjoy a third person camera and then actually see my ship. And see my ship do things and enjoy that. And you're stuck in first person. What is the point of designing anything attractive? Just build a box and off you go. Yeah, I don't know. Interstellar Rift didn't do it for me anyway. You have 100 hours in SE, but not as much to explore and explode. Yeah. From the Depths complexity is off the chart. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't get to grips with it. Put it that way. It was a little much for me. When you need a freaking master's degree just to play the game, it becomes a bit much. Okay, so start shaping this hangar bay out a bit now. We've got 8 container controllers at 320. No ammo, no harvest box yet, but we will add those. Now I'm looking at, like, shaping this hangar bay and actually completing it from a 4 walls point of view. Because what I want to do here is add a little shaping around these boxes so that you can access them directly. But otherwise, this is kind of like ramping up way along. I have to be careful here because I need space for the force fields. Go ahead and get them in, actually. The bloody hell are they? I don't know. Nice stepping of the force field sizes. 1.3, 3x5. Where's 4? Where's 4? Why not 4? Why are gonna be such a penis about these things, huh? Honestly. And then that's not gonna work because you've got odd number blah blah blah. Top to bottom. And then what was that, 3x9? Wow. In any case, you're going to need emitters everywhere. 5 by 11. Redonkulous. That actually fits. It's beautiful. I don't know if it fits the whole length though. He does as well, doesn't it? I may actually be able to see if I turn it on. But as far as I can tell, that does actually meet our end. Yeah. One force field. All the way across. The only problem is, I want 4. I want 4, Elion. Where's 4? What have you got against 4? Oh, hi. Oh, dear. Oh, thanks, Laney. Clang can be entertaining. Yeah, Clang sounds amazingly entertaining once you've spent hours building something for it to just explode randomly for no reason whatsoever. I find that sort of thing hilarious. Okay, there we go. So many more force fields. So much more expensive doing it that way, but... Eliad! Force fields in place, so I've reserved those block bases. They're good. Okay. Space Station 13, a game of pure chaos. There's a bot! Okay, symmetry has betrayed me. Oh dear. A bloody long ship, this. Imagine walking from one end to the other on foot. It'd take an hour. Gonna have fun leaving these thruster things exposed because, you know, they look pretty cool, right? As assets go. So we're gonna leave them on display over there. They're the only thrusters on display, I think. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about this bit. I'll sort this out later. In this case, the benefit of symmetry outweighs the pain in the ass of symmetry. Alright. So let's bring that up, I think, to the top. Hello. And he's out of blocks. It's tiny to get. Yeah, probably Merlin. Almost certainly. I wonder how difficult it would be to port most blocks from Empyrion into SE. Probably quite difficult. I don't know. Quite right, Wyatt. My apologies. Borbo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Marky Mark as well. Welcome along. Yeah. Nice. Tunnel of Love. Yeah. Back to work for me, as always. Thanks for the entertainment, Spanj. Bravado. Take it easy, bud. Thank you. Have fun at work. We could put elevators all along the side to have a transportation system. Wouldn't that be slower than walking, though? After years of building purely symmetrical ships, and building, I've become very fond of, let's say, organic designs. So refreshing. The Battle Star Tube. Yeah, right. How are you going to get to the bridge? Well, the bridge is over here. It's going to be at the front here. This is going to be the where you drive it from. So I'll just open up this wall here. Now, in terms of this area, which is going to be an observation-y kind of deck thing, plus then engineering. Good question. I think, to be honest, we're going to come in from the side hustle here and then up in through that way. And then maybe the same, we'll have another elevator here going up and into this side. Okay. So we can turn symmetry off now. I think we're done with it. Side hustle achieved. Right. Or this is going to be steel as well. Okay. I'm going to bring it out a bit, another block actually. There. How much CPU for now? 4.1 million? We're going full tier 4 with this, so we've got 10 million to spend. Yeah, total eagle. Love to. But every time you do an Empyrion Chillin in a building, I get an almost overwhelming urge to jump into creative and work on a new build. What? That's totally not my intention. Yeah, how you get that from? Shh. Nothing to do with me here. Nothing to do with me. That's just you, man. By the way, Spanj, if you plan to make a new series of 1.7 Reforged when it's released, maybe you could go for Tesh. It's a weird faction, but their ships are really difficult to fight, in my opinion. I think I took the Warthog up against a couple of Tesh ships and it freaking melted them. The thing with the Tesh is that their pulse lasers are very good against shields, but they don't eat through hull. They do eat through hull, but they don't eat through hull nearly as bad as, say, Tavira does. Tavira absolutely chews hull up. They are still the ultimate badasses of the galaxy, those things, I tell you. But yeah, no, the Tesh. The only problem with the Tesh is I don't think they're very fleshed out. They've got like 3 or 4 ships and maybe 2 or 3 space stations and like 1 ground POI or something. Yeah, trying to make a carrier for 20 tanks. What? 20? Who's got 20 tanks? My god! That's a lot of tanks. That is a lot of tanks. In fairness. Right. Definitely going to cover that up because these two are going to be shining bright, but that one's going to get covered up. We've got a hot drop hole. Okay. I'm just trying to decide on what to work on next. So what I would like here is a little bit of glass and fun around the warp drive. Such a shame, isn't it? I'll go. And that's all on the wrong side. That's a tricky one. What do we do there? Do we do there? Do we do? Yeah, no, because that's going to leave the warp drive exposed. That's a stupid idea. Alien gib blocks. I was AFK for an hour and I see more than a narrow shaft now. Shaft! Potato is a shape. And there is a need for other force field, ramp, and boarding ramp sizes. Elion, please add. Yes. APB! We're building a dropship, dude. Welcome along. Slope pieces are a nightmare for me to figure out. Yeah, pretty much. Time is like, should we just leave the warp drive more exposed to the hangar space and just actually just show it off in all of its finery? Maybe with some just like thin blocks and stuff, hooking it into place. I don't know. Whole glass cage thing is great. You can see up and see the warp drive. We were yeah. I want to try something. Bear with. Think of it. Oh, I deleted. Oh, drive. Right. I think we stick with the kind of the round porthole there. I think that's good. Then yeah, I'm messing around with these shapes and stuff. I'm just trying to think of, or come up with ways to show off the warp drive, making it look kind of secure at the same time, to an extent. A feature in the ceiling. using actually quite, I think, less heavy glass than I thought it was going to. I don't know, even that sort of seems to cover it up quite a lot, doesn't it? A tricky one. Hey, Anarchist. Yes, he is a donator. If it triggers Laney, it's an added bonus. Absolutely right. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, alright. Hey Eric, welcome along. We are building a dropship today. Proteus dual universe shipbuilding. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some of the builds they've had on. I follow them on Twitter. Every now and again they promote a sort of build from the community and stuff. They look pretty good. They never show off the interior, and it makes me wonder why. Immerus, I've been thinking of doing just that, actually. I have a builder in mind as well. I'm doing a creator sort of what I did for Heckendiver and the Arc series stuff. Like a spotlight. A creator spotlight. What I was thinking of doing. Right, this or section. Yeah, okay. I'm quite happy with that warp drive now, I think. I'm gonna leave it like that. Bit of a mess, but gonna leave it like that. It looks, you know, you got lots of pipes and things like that in the warp drive itself, and that all just looks like an extension of it, so quite happy with it. I'll just added some texture and some more stuff on there. I think it'll be fine. When someone streams, do they get more money from YouTube or Twitch? Twitch. YouTube's a greedy bastard. The only thing Dual Universe has going for itself at the moment is the freedom of build, and they will be releasing a new build tool soon, which will make it even better. Spanj, don't forget, you are building a scrap alliance ship. Maybe put some broken blocks below the machinery you want to show, or make it also asymmetrical. See, this is a common misconception with the Scavenger Alliance. The Scavenger Alliance are actually pretty plush ships. They're not like the Wastelanders. The Wastelanders that the script made, they rock around in kind of half-built ships and stuff. See, what the Scavenger Alliance do is they save the best bits for their own ships. They'll go out and salvage. They're kind of like both junk dealers and second-hand car dealers, you know? You actually see this, that most second-hand car, the dealers themselves, the sales guys, actually drive around in pretty nice cars. Because either they're actually from the forecourt itself, they're a lease deal with the company they're working for, or whatever. So the Scavenger Alliance are kind of along the same lines as those guys. They will fly around in the best ships that they have. They will use those. Given all the parts and materials that they salvage, they're not short on materials to build what they need to build and stuff like that. Now, the stuff that is below standard, they will sell on or break down and sell as parts and things like that. So, you know, there's one thing I wanted to do, and I'm still sort of trying to formulate the idea. But there's one thing I wanted to do in the new season was to actually bring the Scavenger Alliance into Reforged and set up like the salvage yards that Revian has added in there, but as the Alliance, actually play a run kind of thing, you know, where people can come and sell their ships, buy new ones, or have them salvaged. One of the big things missing from Empyrion is a way to scrap down old ships. And I figured like it would be really cool if people could come along on the server and say, hey, you know, I'm done with this ship, how much can you give it for me? And we'd be like, well, there's a bit of damage, it's not original. You know, all the bullshitty stuff that salesmen do. Yeah, we give you 20k for it, whatever, you know. I just think that would be really funny. Anyway, so yeah, the Scavenger Alliance is less scrap ships and more proper merchant stuff, you know? They're legitimate merchants. The Wastelanders are the ones that run around in the half-built ships. The script does a fantastic job with them as well. He's a really good builder. Okay. Side hustle section. See, I'm hesitant to just fill this in with blocks here because I want to kind of do something with it. This whole like raised almost walkway thing that I've got going around here, I want to do something with and make it into a space, either with embedded sort of things or just furnishings, I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is window up, and I'm going to put the window on the inside there so we got some depth to the windows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start one, make them sort of maybe 3 long, have a gap, 3, okay. Then we're going to do the same. I'm going to just fill these in a second. Same up here. Oh, hello. Yeah, you got it. Darth Italian. Quite right. Right, I think I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed! Caught it though. Right. More transitions between pipes and filling. Some missing angle pieces. 3 and 4 by 1 slopes. Some window shapes. Round blocks also need more. Agreed. And the textures, oh my god. Why are the textures between container extensions and other blocks? Right! Why can't we texture every block however we want to texture every block? Silent sneeze causes a silent bless you. Thanks, OTT. Appreciate it, buddy. Now, like, how do I shape this, right? Because the standard thing to do is just do an indent, okay, and do it all the way around, and then have these as half blocks as well. Or I could bring it out and then back in, and then back out and then back in. I'm trying to think right now what would look the best. Bear in mind, I'm already indenting the windows, so we're going to have a lot of kind of. It's difficult to shape. It's not difficult to shape completely flat surfaces. You can shape completely flat surfaces like this. It's just a case of, can you overdo it? Yes, you can. And how do we make it look good? Let's start with you, not if you like yourself and your mates. Yeah. Pretty much. Got the thrusters here as well that I've got to consider, because obviously I want to put some some housing around this. Now at the moment I'm very much favouring the kind of putting some half blocks around these things and cowling them like that kind of thing, but block higher, but you know, you get the idea. Which would mean that would need to be a full block out, or it overlaps and it's going to look weird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can make that like that all the way along. We got rounded all the way along. Really easy way to do this, right? No, not map. Use the selection tool. Here. Here. Fill. Done. Move the selection. Do it again. Flip the... Someone. Flip the block. Here. Here. Fill. Done. That across. That across. Okay. Really starting to build up that titanium cost now. The glass on the outside, half block, round shape, round. What? Yes. What? People still play the disaster that was New World, lol. Lainey's still about. Don't get her started on New World. She loves it. She freaking loves that game. I don't know why, but there must be something about it. Keeping her and quite a chunk of her community involved. Can't completely write it out. Right? Hey, this isn't a cooking show. What the fuck? Oh god, this guy again. How you doing, Blade? Oh dear. Laney mod, the restream bot is bad mouthing New World. Please fix. I love it. Love it. Awesome. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna build around these thrusters Anyway, I think, to be honest, with these windows, I'm going to have to go in, then back out, then in, then back out. I don't think it's going to work. The width of this side hustle area needs to... It can't be thinner than the thruster housing, or it's going to look really odd. So I'm going to bring this out... well, I'm going to be about there, I think. Again, and not an easy. Can get rid of these blocks. And then we got these side ones here as well, which are going to introduce quite an interesting little challenge for us as well. So we have to cover them up as best we can. I suppose there's stuff I can do with that as well. All right, this is quite an interesting little cheeky challenge. What am I gonna say? The way I've put these thrusters, in fairness, if they're causing that much of a problem, why don't I just move them? I want to see if I can get this to work. To be fair, I've got those thrusters horizontally parked, these ones vertically parked, and these horizontally parked. So why have I got these vertically parked? Why do I do this? Why do I do this? I don't know. Let's move them. Let's move them. I've had enough. Give up. I don't give up. Move them. Why do I do this? Let's get a bit of spacing. Okay. I still kind of want to put that there, though. I still want to try and figure that one out. I just think it's going to be kind of cool having all the stuff around it. It's going to be weird trying to get it to blend. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Use the round desk deco blocks to create side thruster housing. Are you mad? You're a mad person, aren't you? The round... Hang on, I've got to see this. Right. The round desk. This one. But it's a desk. Look at that! She looks kind of cool. But it's a desk. No, it's Ron's desk. I would never have thought to use that. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you for that. Awesome. Okay. How do I get too distracted with thrusters? Still got a hangar to finish. But I'm going to do that with those ones. Okay, so they're kind of like independent from everything else, you know? Alright. So this, back to these windows then. This case, I'm going in and out, in and out, in and out. So we can do this, this. Flip it around. It's a dropship, doesn't need to be pretty. Talk about lighting a fire under the office work. That's quite the ship you're building, Spanj. Have you considered making it more boxy? Oh wait, you couldn't get more boxy than you could than that, could you? Oh dear. I'm finished, Blade! You cheeky bastard. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to try anyway. Not bad. I should put these here as well, though, just to kind of finish off both ends. And then I think what I might do is change these ones over to this one. That might be a little bit too jaggedy. A little bit too, like, the cross between that angle and that angle are just conflicting. Perhaps if they were just half blocks rather than the slopes, they would be fine. Sure. No. Silly. Nah, because then the windows are just out of whack. Return those to full blocks. Yeah. Not too shabby. We haven't blighted on a lady. Oh Christ. I'm here to support you. I'm helping. Blighted, he still has to paint the Amazon logo on the side. He's an Amazon logo. No, never. Make room for a Laney with a Gerald in it and paint it pink. I'm going to put a room for Laney right next to a thruster so she dies every time she goes in there. And then if I make a room for Blighted and put some signal logic, and every time he gets out the seat, it opens a door and just drops him out the ship. That'd be funny. Square to round transition for the middle. Maybe, but these are not round blocks, so I'll try it just to show you. I don't think it's going to work though. Square to round. Where are you? You are that one there. Yeah, because the square to round transition is quarter circles or less. So the only one would be this pipe one, for example. That one there. We could do like maybe in half, but it won't line up. He says confidently, and then it does. What an asshole. Yeah. But does it work as a shape? If only the top of this had a little flat line, kind of like the like they've done with the triangles there. That would kind of work quite nicely, but nay, it does not. Anyway, I've got a plan for those flat squares. Later on, it'll be fine. We'll use some deco blocks to make that out a bit nicer. Okay. The only problem with putting like lots of windows and stuff in the side here, I mean, we're going to have great views from inside. It's going to look fantastic. But we do miss an opportunity to put more guns on it, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. A toilet surrounded by thrusters. Yes! Machio, hello, I'm from Brazil, and this game is great. Hell yeah, dude, welcome along. Hopefully I pronounced your name even slightly correct. My apologies if not. Is it Marchio? Maybe Marchio? I don't know. I'll stop trying. Ejector seats that drop them both together. Hell yes. Spanj, put a thruster above each passenger chair connected to signal logic so you can fry whoever's sitting there individually. Paint the chairs so I get them to sit in the right ones. Laney's is pink. Blighted's is yellow. I like it. Oh, hi. Don't think it's airtight. That should be airtight. That should all be airtight. That fully. I mean, this bit is. Yeah. I mean, you know, we got a giant hole in the ceiling. Bear with me. I'm still figuring it out. Okay. Yes, we have got a giant hole in the ceiling. My apologies. It's a work in progress. Let's fill this in. Don't know if I got enough blocks for that, but yeah, I do. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Lovely. All right. We're getting there. We are getting it coming together. Right. The hangar bay is, from four walls point of view, is done. Now there's a lot of kind of deco and shaping and stuff still need to do. Plus, you know, that bit. But as otherwise is done. That is our hangar bay. Like I said, from a four walls point of view. Right. I want to do the engines. I don't know, I've started them now. I want to sort these engines out. Spanj, is there like any chance, even 1%, that we can see a StarCraft arcade video or stream ever? What? Is StarCraft still a thing? Well, that was like 20 years ago. And before that, it was like 20 years ago. Wait, are they going to do a new StarCraft? Ooh. 1%. Probably not. Probably not. Chat kill request room. Ah, there we go, see? The pipes. The pipes are airtight because they're a solid block on this side. Because they're only half pipes. So they're piped to flat. So that is airtight. Yeah, that's no problem. That is no problem. Don't worry about it. Right. Now, use of half blocks here is good. Although, also tricky. I wish there was a centered single theme like this, but it would have been pretty sweet. But no, there is not. And result of that. Yeah. Kind of sucks a bit, actually. It's not great. Pixel's worth a shot. Did you add your force fields in your hangar setup yet? Yes, sir. They are there. Bobo, are my messages getting lost here or something? I see that one, Bobo. I mean, the scroll's a little bit quicker than I can keep up with, so I apologize if I keep missing it. StarCraft is still more popular than Empyrion. No, that's not hard, to be honest. Delete it all and start again. It's not completely out of the realms of what I've done before, to be honest. Spanj, I've only seen you and the crew do 3D first-person games. How do you feel about 2D games? Would love to see you guys versus Starbound, for instance. We'll take it under consideration. Scaffolding wall between the fins can create the effect you look. Jankus. So the Master Shipbuilder's back. Welcome back, Jankus. Good to have you, buddy. Thank you very much. Eve Spanj, have you tested it? Bring Lainey. She will crash the player economy in an instant. Oh dear. She will do a leave 'em to the entire universe. Paisasis. Hey Spanj, I want to move from a rounded edge back to a square. What's a good block? The rounded edge transition. These bad boys down here, maybe. They pretty much do it in a one-up. Have you named this ship yet, Spanj? I was thinking maybe meh. That's brilliant. I love it. I love it. It really, really nails it. Meh. Oh, fantastic. That's gonna have me laughing for a while now. Brilliant. Meh. The SAS meh. Sorry. That's properly tickled me. Right. Sorry. SAS sus. Love the kitty ears. Here's. Was wondering about the next community build showcase thingy. Oh yeah, Bobo. Sorry. Community one. I haven't got anything planned. Like a 10 must-haves or something like that. Yeah. Quite a few other sort of creators are doing it quite regularly. I know that J Randall does it quite regularly on his channel. I know that Don is now doing it as well on his. He's doing workshop updates quite frequently. What I was thinking about doing is, like I said before, a kind of creator focus. So I did it for Hecken. I got another creator in mind that I want to showcase their builds because I think they're just consistent and beautiful, and he's an underrated creator, and you know, I think he deserves a bit of attention, basically. So I was thinking of doing that. But yeah, I haven't got any plans for like a larger community showcasey thing. But never say never, you know. I might change my mind. I have a really cool idea for a video that I'm going to be working on soon. That I know has been requested quite a few times. So I'm excited to bring that at some point. It's just going to take a while to produce. It's going to be a bit of a long term kind of thing. Don't know what to call it. It's a bit of a project, let's just say. Pipes! But it's going to be really cool. Well, I hope it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. I'm going to be working on that. And, yeah. I think it's going to be good. Right, so what I was thinking along here, we got this deal going on here, right? Deal. We got an elevator. So it's going to do it like a little walkway all the way along. No, sorry. That's the wrong level. This level here. Except let's spin it round. Underside. Like that. And then use the glass here. Do you know me? I like my railings and stuff. Put the railings on the outside. Let's use half glass. These ones are really nice. There we go. It's not style limits, no. But, I mean, he's a great creator as well. Mobile equipment anchor. That was brilliant. That's fantastic. SMS yeet. Yeet. Paint it brown. Complete the meh effect. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I don't want to say who the creator is. I don't want to, you know, preempt. I haven't even asked him yet, so yeah. Lyle Force is working on a Star Destroyer right now that deserves a watch. Sweet. Bye bang, regular program has resumed. Eric, take it easy, man. Thanks for popping in, yeah? Doctor, hey Spanj, don't forget the chairs and tables and snack fridges in the waiting area. Man knows his stuff, you know? What I'm talking about. Here's a question, though. Should I extend the walkway on this level out like that? Or is that going to reduce... Because I think that will reduce the overall footprint of the side hustle a little bit too much. I don't know. The repair bay, the repair pad, is the repair block, I suppose, is probably going to go about there. So that it's in the middle of the largest kind of section of the hangar bay. With these doors closed, of course. Park the tank there and get some repairs going. So it should be more than enough room, one tank, to have this kind of overhang. So Eagle, you just think just put the railing up, so keep the slope, no overhang. Okay. The railing like that. What I initially was thinking as well. Hey, steady on. There we go. Side hustle. Still a load of work to do. Obviously, you know, I've got this nice big flat roof here. The floor we can't really do much to. You know, it's gonna be flat. It has to kind of be flat, otherwise it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the bum to work with. The ceiling, however, we can do lots of stuff with and have a bit of fun with. So, I mean, I'm going to leave it as flat now because, you know, I mean, when I do this sort of stuff, I might remove a few rows of blocks and replace them with thin blocks or half blocks or whatever, pipes and things like that. So, now on top of this, we're going to be having the SV landing pads. External SV landing pads. There's a way into the ship from them already, so that's good. I'm just thinking that we would probably benefit from some nice pipery going on up in there. Do the overhang on the second deck. Thinking with that is that's these freaking what am I saying? I don't like the look of the walkway blocks. You know, in general, they just, yeah, I don't like the look of them. I don't want to use them any more than I have to, I don't think. Wish there was a corner cut block as well, so that we could carry that up as well. But there we go. Anyway, I think we're going to leave that as that for now. I'm going to leave the ceiling as is for now as well, and then I'll eat into it once I know what I've got on top of it. And then maybe work some pipes down into it and run that through underneath as well. Kind of build it all into integrated kind of thing. Right. So I'm going to go back to these thrusters. Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to think ahead because, you know, we're going to have the SV pads here, and then I'm going to have to slope this up somehow in a nice way to encompass this deck, the viewing gallery, the engineering section, whatever the hell I'm going to stick on top of that. And then we've got this kind of big flat front bit here, which I was going to make another sort of docking pad type thing. So at the moment I'm trying to think, right, do we want to start sloping this down and up? You know? I think maybe one of the kind of sloped thrusters might be good. Ah, this is the fall of the Hyperion, this music. Disco room would be cool. You could use truss half blocks instead of walkways. Maybe looks better. The problem with the truss blocks is they have gaps in them. When you're walking around on them, the gaps look like you can fall through them. You don't. The hitbox is solid, but it just looks like you can fall through them. So that obviously upsets me. Clearly, I'm probably need to talk to someone about it. And maybe I use that block. Yeah, obviously the problem with that is maybe if we bring these slopes forward. That. See, my issue with that is it's almost like hiding that thruster away, whereas I really wanted to kind of show off the thrusters a little bit better. I've done that a little bit there, actually. Kind of a weird rounding though, isn't it? No, kind of works. Sorry, excuse me. Kind of gives us an opportunity up here as well for another gun turret, actually. I think the easiest thing for the devs to do is flesh out Empyrion is to add a bunch more tiers. If that makes sense. Stretch out the levels more, slowly growing the content. Everyone here was talking shit about Laney. Spanj was the instigator. To be honest, the music kind of makes me want to play Halo. There is some there are definitely some tracks in the Empyrion soundtrack that are a bit Halo-esque, I tell you. Oh, hey, Blighted. I liked the other way, to be honest. Is this going to be asymmetrical? It's very asymmetrical already. There's no going to about it. It is. It is, my friends. Okay. Hey, Vatensis, dude, thank you very much. For the 15 months. Free sub. 15 months already? Damn, dude. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. Love it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, sir. You're a gem. It's a fun one, isn't it? Although does that need to come down to there? No, it just goes over the top. That looks garbaggio. Garbaggio. Dustin, thank you very much for becoming a member, good sir. Much appreciated. Welcome along. It's asymmetrical as a cube goes. Thanks, Blade. I would pay Empyrion and also SE for content. Hang on, I missed it. Scroll. For content updates, real ones, not more e-blocks, but stories to play through. Oh, they still, I mean, Empyrion are still working on more stories. Not big enough, but good. Potensis, I'm still badly burnt out on Empyrion, but still showing support for the Spanj. Although I am curious about 1.7, 1.8. Lol. Potensis, we will get you back. Don't you worry. Take it easy. Have a good long break. Relax. Enjoy yourself. Make sure that when you come back, it's because you want to. Dustin, welcome back, buddy. Additional new galaxy to reach, or storyline to follow through all this, shaping the universe like fighting against one faction. Yeah. They're still working on story stuff. I know that. I'm still appalled with the speed you can find the blocks you want. Excellent. I'm glad. It wasn't necessarily an easy transition when they added in the what was it? The Atlas, the new Atlas type thing. Tell ya. Took some getting used to. That's for sure. Yeah, why not? That looks a bit funky now, doesn't it? They cover up the bottom one, but then if I do that, then the thruster is blocked. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Garbage. Garbage! It happens. That's all just a little bit limited, really, isn't it? What am I going to do with that? I mean, I am pretty limited here, gotta say. Not a huge amount you could do with that space. And these won't line up properly. Unless I swap them out for these ones. Hello. Oh, stop it! Right, there we go. Then I think. Hello. Steady on, sunshine. Even then, I'm like, yeah, yeah. You know? Maybe time to try that desk thruster housing. Did you turn off symmetry plane for a reason? Yeah, it's an asymmetrical ship. Next question. Hey, Spanj, is this ship Hey, shut up, you lot. Shut up. Challenge Spanj to a blindfold build. That's brilliant. Maybe some railings can dress that thruster up. Railings are a good shout, actually. We can maybe replace these corner blocks here with the glass railings, or even the truss ones, actually. I think I prefer the original. Yeah. I don't know what you guys think, but I prefer the original. Need a few prayers for my sister. Dustin, I hope she's okay. All my best to her, buddy. She's in trouble. I wish her the best. Spanj, I have a question for you. What is your favorite game genre? Genre? My favoritist. Whew. He's always worth a try, quite right. Enjoy elements from so many genres. I really enjoy RTS. I really enjoy, you know, sandboxy kind of survival games. I enjoy survival games to a point. You know, they get a bit funny sometimes. I suppose if I had to pick one, it would probably be first-person shooters, I guess, because that's where it all started. It started with the mighty Quake 2, baby. And that soundtrack was awesome. But yeah, that is a tricky little question, that one. Last stream blighted, or was it Venom? Accused Spanj of pandering to his chat. This one this one Spanj. Shut up, you lot. Pretty much. Have you got yourself a pipe yet, Hubert? What? Oh, Dustin, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah. That's... There's not words to explain or express how shit that is, but that is proper shit, dude. I'm really sorry. Do give her a big fat hug from all of us. Not gonna do any good. It won't make her feel better, but you know. All the best, dude. Damn. Damn, that sucked. Yeah, Mr. Deadboom, Leo. Good to know. You are now sus, my friend.
We must now hook this man up with an RTS that lets you build your own units to this degree.
Wow, damn, yeah. That would be serious, wouldn't it? It's a serious game. There was a game like a while ago that had something like that. You could design your own units, and it was about you could design little tanks and mechs and things like that, and put the turrets on. And what was that? It was really. It's going back some ways now. Oh, last streamer. Hubert! Right, I get you now. Now I understand. Sorry, yeah. I get you. I'm all caught up now, buddy. Spore. It wasn't Spore. It was way before Spore. But Spore, Earth 2160. Blue Phoenix, you might be onto it there. Warzone 2100, that might be it also. I don't know which one it was. I'd have to look him up. See which one it is. It was something like that. But yes, you design your own little mech units and little tanky units and stuff like that. It was amazing. It was awesome. You had to research and unlock the new tech. And then it was like all Command and Conquer style, and you had to go and kill stuff. You know, in the usual way. That was cool. That was a cool game. It was a good game. It was fun. That was Lost in Time, that one. I'm lost in my own ship right now, and what the hell to do next. I'm thinking like the bridge section here, front, forward, or the SV pads back there, or the rear thruster arrangement. Because that's a hell of a thruster arrangement as well, isn't it? So much to do! So much to choose from. Yikes. What do we do? I don't want to do the bottom. The bottom of a ship is my least favorite bit because I'm all upside down and Although somebody did suggest, like, just turn the ship upside down, Spanj. You'll be fine. And that's a great idea. I love that. Big fan. But I can't do that yet. I haven't put any generators in. This looks like one of my completed builds. Start the bridge! Okay. Did one of the factions use tower-like bases? I can't remember. Shut up, Adam. Warzone 2100 is still in active development. Really? There were 3 Earth games. 2140, which had general units. 2150 had designing the units, and it was ported to 2160. By the way, this is starting to look very nice indeed. Thanks, Laney. Maybe do some slashing later. What? Slashing? Never mind. Laney will handle turning the ship upside down, though that's a good argument for maybe putting a drop door on the roof. Truth. 100% truth. Okay. The bridge. Right, it's going to be a funky, fugly, fancy-ass, weird ship. So, the bridge design, the general shape of the bridge. How should we do this? I'm thinking it needs quite a lot of glass. Because it's a drop ship, you need to be able to pilot it and see a lot. So I'm thinking a proper, like, what do they call it? Like, fishbowl kind of styly glass setups at the front here. I'm squinting because I'm trying to imagine in my brain. Laney Blighted is planning New World adventures. Look at you two. Addicted. Who are you? What have you done with Laney? Like Millennium Falcon, kinda.
but upside down. Spinny, spinny. Upside downy. Kinda like do the bridge all cubish and whatnot. You know, really original. Just a flat glass plano. Like, just right, okay. Right. I think about the size of this thing as well. We don't have a huge amount of room to work with here, so that's a slope. What am I doing? Where is... There it is. Now, the problem with this, I have to turn it upside down because the game is special. It's really special, and it won't like it if I try and put a rounded like that, or when it was rotated the other way. Right? That ain't cubish though. I think it's Lady and Blighted should get a room. I'm sure they probably already got one in Discord somewhere. This character is really hot in the game.
Lovely.
He's a total snack. Brilliant. Yeah, you know, I really... What? Mike? What? Joshua, dude, thank you very much for the £2. The ship is looking great. Thank you very much, dude. That's really nice of you to say. Looks like a pirate hook. Thanks, Adam. Oh, dear. Hydrate. Appreciates. That edge looks not good with the roundette. Did you think it should be edgy all the way or roundy all the way? We try roundy. See, the problem with the roundy is it just kind of like there's nothing going for it then. What if you put the edge down the bottom there? What am I doing? Red. Right, what about the edge that way up? Or we do edge both sides. Edgy edge. I don't know why I'm calling it an edge. It's clearly a slope and a round. Spanj is Discord because new Tinder. Digs on Laney completely aside for the moment. Since ship flipping is a game bug you have to work around, maybe think about how to unload it in that situation. Meh. 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 You could use the other glass. It's not real 3D round bits. Ah, I know, but the other glass just... Oh, it looks awful now. In comparison, it just... Makes me make those noises. Edge and round, says Darth Italian. I think rounded bubble cockpits look cartoony. I agree. I think edge and round. I think we'll do that. We'll do that, right? Okay. Good. Decided. Everybody. Good work, team. If it was a team effort. What the hell is going on here? Okay.
Okay. Here's the trick, though. That's all well and good, but you need view out the side as well. So that is the real tricky bit. Oh, very well, we can... Oh, hello, cheeky. Cheeky. What then? Is it? Oh. Well, never mind. Lovely. Go like that. It's the problem with those, you then get that weird jaggedy going on. Jaggedy. So let's continue that as half blocks for a little while, and then we'll dissolve it into something. All right. Nene! Thanks for the 99 cents! Awesome! It was an impulse buy. There's a little sticker! It's beautiful! There's a little like devil sticker. I love it. Spanj disgust noises. Also, take it back further on the top. I think more roof glass. More roof glass. Yeah, we could do. I mean, why not? Why the frick not? It's pretty hardy stuff. Okay. Yeah, what, like back there? Like that far back? Are you thinking? I'm thinking. Where's the no, that one. I like that one. Oh, everybody wake up, music. You were drifting off. Not for much longer. It's getting serious. Whoa! We're back! Intense. I can't even build when that music's going. It's intense, man. It's serious. Spanj block! Do you know what? I should be symmetrying this bad boy, right? But, like, there. Yeah? Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. That was close. That's amazing. Epic metal music. Blast doors, cockpit for fast getaway. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be doing a cockpit exit. We'll definitely be doing that. Right. Difficulty with this is that you've got this beautiful kind of half blocking going on with these glasses, and then you got to use the full block, and then you get this kind of ugly kind of angle on the inside, which is difficult to work with later on. It really is. Okay. It's fine. I have a bit of a blind spot, but you know, you get that anywhere. Any production car nowadays comes with a built-in blind spot. It's a feature, right? Now, this is quite important. What kind of shape glass do we put here? Now, we've got quite an angular thing, so I'm thinking this one. Let me take it back to...
Got you out the side. I think we're really missing out on an opportunity to have more sloped glass going on. Problem with that is I think maybe it'll be too much. For example, I put that there and there, and then repeat it on the bottom as well. It's going to turn into a greenhouse. Do you know? I don't know. YouTube feed is down, Spanj. Lost the feed. Have you tried pressing E? Did you lost weight, dude? Thanks, thank you very much. Very kind of you to say. If I did, it was involuntary. Just make the cockpit entirely out of pipes. It's a good suggestion. YouTube feed dropped for a second, but it's back. Thank you, Kevin. Maybe rounded glass off the outside and angled on the side by the door like bubbles. 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 Seeb. Copy the front angled on top and round the bottom. How much space have we got to play with? We've got a whole extra block to play with here. E. Bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Bubbles is giving me an idea. Bubbles. I don't know if it's going to look good. We're going to give it a go, and we're going to see what it looks like afterwards. I'm already loving it. It looks awesome. Bubbles! Yes! Yes! In fairness, we may be able to like smooth it out a bit by using the old Spanj block rather than what we're using there. I prefer the bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubble. My bubbles. My bubbles. Heck yeah, look at that. That is badassery right there. It looks, now it's like straight from Subnautica, that is. I don't mean to be overly critical. The blocks on the side make me make a noise I can't even spell. Good. You had to spell it, Blighted. What would it say? You could replace the two slope pieces on the side, the front, with angled glass. You see, this chaos is just getting out of hand now, isn't it? It's chaos, but I love it. There is actually something we could do. I'm sure that we don't even need the bit there. What we can do is place... No, not those ones. Where is it? This one here, right? This is a legendary piece of glass, because then what we can do, slope that back.
like that. And then we just bug it, basically. You know, whatever. Now that's a bird cage. Oh yeah. See, the inside of this is freaking amazing. I'm like, yes, 100%. You know, you've got so much viewing angle. It's beautiful. The outside, I'm not overly enthusiastic about. I'm just trying to think of ways we can make it look cooler. Little spiky spikes. I mean, the spanj block on the bottom is rocking it. Really is. Then you can put the great bubble window on the top just behind the bridge. The great bubble window. At least you now have a good view. Make it round. Add some deco pipes on the outside. LCDs on the windows. Now paint it black with white spots. I'm feeling the angled glass on the side. You think? I mean, it's possible. Oh, stop it. No, stop it. That. Part of me is now like, let's get rid of the curvy bottom and duplicate what we got on the top there. But I'm not sure. Looks like kind of, you know, teethy thing. So we might be able to do something like this across the top. It'd be like a little sun blind. Like a little visor. I don't know. I don't know. I want to do it. I want to do it now. I got to do it. We have to see what it looks like. No, not that one. Well, no. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Who we got? Crazy Cajun, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Welcome along. Maybe the side ones are a little bit much, I don't know. What do you think? Spanj, to drop
tanks, someone has to stay behind, keep this thing in the air, and artillery, so they can contribute to the assault. Hell yeah. Of course, in atmosphere, the only working weapon you can use is projectile. So. Symmetry mode? No more. Okay. Right. Yeah. Figure out now how to blend that back in to some kind of main hull type thing. Also, so it doesn't look out of place. Challenge is afoot. Mount some gats under the cockpit. We are going to have some gats on the underside. Definitely. I'm not sure if I want to put them underneath the cockpit. Because, I mean, we got two over here. That's supposed to be like, you know, the asymmetrical gun mount for forward firing. And then we'll have others sort of scattered all over the shop, really. But yeah, I mean, there's so much room on this thing. I'm not worried about where we're going to put some guns. Once you deco the interior, it'll help define the exterior. Blighted with some wisdom. Look at that. See? Where did you hear that from, Blighted? Who told you to say that? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Can't help it. Oh dear. I'm going to regret that now, aren't I? Teleporters can only knee in CVM base. Yes. Only knee. They're like the knights that say knee.
but only knee. It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so weird. Seeing this enormous flat belly of the beast, block modulating, piping, texturing will be a nightmare. It's gonna be. Whew. It's gonna be. Yep, you're not wrong. Can't argue with it. It is gonna be a challenge. Any build this size is a challenge. Really is. The placing of the blocks is the easy bit. You know, everything else is freaking hard work. Everything's very dark in here, but I have to flip all the windows around, which I'll do at some point. Okay. Whew. I think we've got a way back to... yeah, the inside of this is a bit gnarly, so it's going to need some updating. We've got a way back to the main hull from this bridge. Blend is not easy, but it is doable. Okay. And our way in from the hangar is going to be through the wall here. We'll have constructors, sick bay, maybe a garden or something, all in this section. It's quite a big section, but actually I think once we start filling it up, it is not big at all. So, but we've got plenty of other ship to do what we need to do. All right, good. It's coming along. There's so much work to do. Yeah, once we've placed the blocks. We got some signal logic to let it get in there. We gotta come up with signal logic for, you know, the engines, making sure we're using the thrusters that we need to use, the landing cycle, the hangar bays, the lighting, extra signals for the drop doors. It's gonna be some intense signaling that we're gonna be doing. That's for sure. Spanj now. The challenge will be not making the cockpit section look like a penis strapped to the side of your ship. Gotta break up the shaft a bit somehow. Yeah, true. We'll figure something out. I'm thinking we're gonna have some nice gun emplacements up here, on top of this section here. So, and maybe on the bottom as well. We'll see. But yeah, quite a good point. Blighted knows all about strapping penises to ships, so. You know, I will consult him. Turret on top of cockpit for Laney. How fragile are those big antennae placed right next to the landing door? We've seen how this crew drives. What I'm saying is, with all that glass, the deco will be seen inside from the outside. Details will shine through, helping to define the unseen edges of the glass shapes. It will look awesome. Thanks, Blade. I think it will as well. Thinking of block rows like skids with a large amount of landing gears on it, maybe not the fully retractable ones, will give you large running structure and interesting breaks in it just from this. Good idea. Good idea. I like it. Kickstarty cannon on the end of those side pipes. Ooh, that's a big bit of kit to just put right on the edge of the ship like that. Hey Lee, welcome along. We are building a dropship. Blade, I'm digging the bridge, honestly, not going to break your balls on this part. Thanks, Blade. That actually means a lot, because, you know, break my balls for pretty much most things, so appreciate it, dude. If that cockpit... Well, hang on, well, it's gone. If that cockpit with the 4 spikes on the front looks like a penis, I feel sorry for the females of that species. Quite right. Quite right. Cockpit section is awesome, I totally agree. Actually, maybe embrace the roundness on the cockpit shaft. It might actually look cool. Yeah, I have some sort of ideas. I mean, this is where I went with these kind of these bits of pipe here, which I'm going to attach some either some venting to, quite like the this sort of thing here, the vents, and then continuing the sort of half blocks off. I was just going to sort of do this to something like that, maybe, but because obviously these take up a whole block, so I've got this kind of weird gap thing going on there, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. The other option is to just put like a corner pipe section there and just feed that pipe back into the hull. But yeah, I was thinking of just in the venting thing there, and then obviously we do need an exit door from this bridge somewhere. I mean, it might be something we can either do with this corner here. We could put a shutter door across there. We can exit on this side rather than this side. The other option is go up above or come out below somewhere. We'll think about it. As for roundness, I mean, we've got a kind of bit of roundness going along with the shaping that I've done on the bottom there, which we'll try and carry on. But as others have stated, we don't want like a side penis, so try and limit the roundy. And we'll have some nice sort of sharp angles going on the top here once we put some gun emplacements there, I think. Okay. It's a start, ladies and gents. It's definitely a start. But we'll continue this build next week. So that is going to be all for today. I'm going to call it a stream. It's getting on. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It's so much fun building with you guys. It really is. I really appreciate all the help, feedback, suggestions. It's amazing. Look what we built today. I say we definitely put that together. It's a bit of a team effort. I love it. So join me next Wednesday. We'll continue the build and we'll see if we can get the bridge section and living section complete. Start on those SV pads and maybe the engineering section as well, and get this thing powered up with all the generators and fuel tanks it's going to need. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again. I appreciate all the bits, the follows, the subs, the resubs, the gifting of the subs, the donations, everything in between. Super appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on Friday for our usual Friday night streams. I'll see you on YouTube during the week as well. Enjoy the rest of the week, guys. Have a good one. Thank you again. Take care of yourselves. Good night. Whoop whoop.